What did Dr. Faraday say?
Well, he said he won't know till later on today until the lab finishes with the frog test. But right now, it's at least 10 to 1 that I'm pregnant. What are we gonna do?
See another doctor.
Well, why? He said it was 10 to 1.
Another doctor might give us better odds.
John, are you home, dear?
It's your mother. What do we do?
Hide. Be careful. You may be hiding for two.
Who's still studying? You're such a good boy. Oh, will you do me a favor and drive down to the drugstore to get a prescription filled?
Oh, what's the matter? Are you sick?
Oh, no. Just my annual checkup. I'll get the test results later today. No, I think this is just the tonic that Dr. Faraday...
Dr. Faraday? You were at Dr. Faraday's today?
Yes. And you'll never guess who I saw there.
Dr. Faraday.
No, that little girl who's always chasing you. That little, what's her name?
Cindy? Nah, you didn't see Cindy.
Oh, yes, I did. Big as life.
Already? I mean, maybe you just thought it was Cindy, but it wasn't old Cindy.
It was your girlfriend, all right. I saw her in one of the examining rooms when I walked by. John, I know why she was there.
You do?
She's sick. You've been running around with a sick person. She's probably why you catch colds all the time. She's unhealthy, makes you unhealthy.
Believe me, Mother, Cindy's healthy. Boy, is she healthy.
You're not seeing too much of this girl, are you, dear?
Well, I've seen enough of her. We've been pretty friendly.
Well, I'd feel much better if you'd promise me that you and Cindy will just be, well, buddies.
It's kind of hard to think of Cindy as a buddy.
Listen to your mother. Don't get involved. If you're not careful, the first thing you know, she'll be expecting...
Expecting?
Yes, she'll be expecting you to ignore your studies just to take her out on some silly little date.
Yeah, well, a date, that could be really big trouble.
I'm glad you understand, dear. Well, don't forget my prescription. I'm going up to change.
Why didn't you tell her the truth?
Which truth?
That you and your buddy, Cindy, are secretly married.
Let's wait until we hear from Dr. Faraday. Find out if you're more than 90% pregnant.
John, you're kidding yourself. We can't keep our marriage a secret forever.
Just until I graduate.
Hey, listen, the word may get out because I may be out.
Well...
Besides, I already had to tell Dr. Faraday.
What'd you do that for?
Well, when he said I might be pregnant, what else could I tell him? That we were buddies?
I guess not.
Besides, he was kind of cute. He started calling me Mrs. Burton. Isn't that something? Mrs. Burton. I kind of like it. I hope I really am pregnant.
Can't we talk about this on the way to the drugstore? Come on. I'll take you home, Mrs. Burton.
Hello? Yes, this is Mrs. Burton. Who? Oh, Dr. Faraday's office. What do you mean, congratulations? I'm what? I'm pregnant. Oh.
Thank you.
What did he say?
That was Dr. Faraday's secretary.
What did she say?
Well, all she said was, Mrs. Burton, you're in very good shape for a woman your age.
But are you pregnant?
It doesn't seem that way. She just said for me to take my tonic and relax.
Great! Now we can keep our secret secret.
Yeah, but I don't understand. I felt pregnant. I even had morning sickness.
4 o'clock in the afternoon?
How about that? We're pregnant.
I'm pregnant.
Well, let's put the credit where it belongs. I knew that jogging would pay off.
Oh, we can't have a baby. We have a 20-year-old son.
Well, so what? We'll be the only family in town with 2 generation gaps.
What are we going to tell John?
What's to tell him? He knows about the birds and the bees.
He does?
Didn't you tell him?
Well, I was going to, but there never seemed to be any reason to bring it up.
Well, now you've got a reason.
Well, you tell him. I can't talk to him about it. Oh, Ronald, I don't want to be pregnant.
Why not?
Because I've forgotten how.
I haven't.
Don't you touch me. You're dangerous. You're a troublemaker.
Yeah. How about that? Harriet? Sweetheart? Harriet?
anything wrong, Dad?
No, your mother just had a little unexpected good news.
Oh, really? I just had some good news, too.
Oh, something happened at school?
Well, you might call it an extracurricular activity.
Son, I've got something to tell you, and you might as well hear this. We Burtons are not ordinary men.
We're not?
No, we're Burtons. We're unusually active.
What are you trying to tell me, Dad?
Let me explain. Son, you see, we Burtons, we've got this power, you see. We're men, as I told you. We're men. And when mortal women meet Burton men, well, they... Oh! Yeah. I'll be able to tell you a little more about it when you're older.
Dad, is this by any chance your facts of life speech?
In a way, yes.
I happen to be a biology major.
Well, actually, it's for my miracle of life speech.
Oh, John, you're home. Would you excuse me just a moment, dear? I want to talk to your father.
Oh, sure. Here's your medicine, Mom.
Oh, thank you. You're such a good boy. Ronald, call Dr. Faraday quickly.
Why?
I've got labor pains.
Labor pains? You can't have labor pains. You've only been pregnant for 15 minutes.
Know it, but I'm getting regular labor pains.
Regular? How far apart are they?
I don't know. I only had one.
Harriet, you've got to relax.
I can't relax. Not when I've got this craving.
What craving?
I'm just dying for a pickle covered with chocolate sauce.
You can't have cravings now. That's medically impossible.
I am living proof that nothing is medically impossible. I've got cravings. Now jog to the store and get my chocolate-covered pickle.
I thought that you would be pregnant in a more mature way this time.
Pregnant? Is somebody pregnant?
Now you've done it, Ronald. You're not only a troublemaker, you're a blabbermouth.
Son, I don't know how to tell you this, but... Well... Dr. Faraday says your mother and I are pregnant.
Mother pregnant? Impossible.
What's impossible about it? How do you think we got you? A trading stand?
Let me get this straight. Dr. Faraday told you were pregnant? When did this happen?
While you were gone this afternoon.
What exactly did he say?
He didn't say anything. It was his secretary. She said, "Congratulations, Mrs. Burton. The lab tests show you're pregnant."
I'm going to call Dr. Faraday. I think there's a mistake.
There is no mistake. Burtons don't make mistakes. Burtons make babies.
Will you please shut up?
Yeah, could you please keep the file straight? You don't know what kind of confusion there's been around here. Thank you, Dr. Faraday. It was a mistake. You're not pregnant, Mother.
I'm not. What about my labor pains?
Oh, it's probably just your stomach reacting to the idea of a chocolate-covered pickle.
Yeah, Dr. Faraday's new secretary got your file mixed up with somebody else's.
Well, I demand a recount. I'm telling you, there's got to be a pregnancy here somewhere.
I'll get it.
Never mind, I'll get it. Hello? Who? Oh, Mrs. Walsh, Cindy's mother. Dr. Faraday called and told you what? Cindy is pregnant? Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Our John? I'll call you right back.
You don't understand.
And I was trying to tell you about the birds and the bees. The meanwhile, you jump right ahead to the eagles and the elephants.
What's happening, Ronald?
I'm not pregnant. You're not pregnant. Cindy's pregnant.
John, how could you? Oh, my little boy's been running around with a pregnant woman.
It's all right, Mother. She's married.
You've been running around with a pregnant married woman?
Mother, she's married to me.
And I thought I was the troublemaker. Meet the new chimp.
Don't worry, dear. I'm used to it already. You be the mother. I'll take on the easy jobs of mother-in-law and granny.
And we'll work it out so John can finish school.
And at last we can live like ordinary married people.
And when I save enough money, we may even take a little honeymoon.
That's a good idea. Your mother and I are going to take a little honeymoon, too.
What in the world for?
Well, because I'm a Burton. And anything my son can do, I can do better.